2024 October 11th. Daily Bread Passage. Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 1 to 26. Key verse. Verse 26. Title. They will know that I am the Lord. The word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, say to the ruler of Tyre, this is what the sovereign Lord says, in the pride of your heart you say, I am a god, I sit on the throne of a god in the heart of the seas. But you are a mere mortal and not a god, though you think you are as wise as a god. Are you wiser than Daniel? Is no secret hidden from you? By your wisdom and understanding you have gained wealth for yourself and amassed gold and silver in your treasuries. By your great skill in trading you have increased your wealth, and because of your wealth your heart has grown proud. Therefore this is what the sovereign Lord says, because you think you are wise as a god. I am going to bring foreigners against you, the most ruthless of nations, they will draw their swords against your beauty and wisdom and pierce your shining splendor. They will bring you down to the pit, and you will die a violent death in the heart of the seas. Will you then say, I am a god, in the presence of those who kill you? You will be but a mortal, not a god, in the hands of those who slay you. You will die the death of the uncircumcised at the hands of foreigners. I have spoken, declares the sovereign Lord. The word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, take up a lament concerning the king of Tyre and say to him, this is what the sovereign Lord says, you were the seal of perfection, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. You were in Eden, the garden of God, every precious stone adorned you, carnelian, chrysolite and emerald, topaz, onyx and jasper, lapis lazuli, turquoise and beryl. Your settings and mountings were made of gold, on the day you were created they were prepared. You were anointed as a guardian cherub, for so I ordained you. You were on the holy mount of God, you walked among the fiery stones. You were blameless in your ways from the day you were created till wickedness was found in you. Through your widespread trade you were filled with violence, and you sinned. So I drove you in disgrace from the mount of God, and I expelled you, guardian cherub, from among the fiery stones. Your heart became proud on account of your beauty, and you corrupted your wisdom because of your splendor. So I threw you to the earth, I made a spectacle of you before kings. By your many sins and dishonest trade you have desecrated your sanctuaries. So I made a fire come out from you, and it consumed you, and I reduced you to ashes on the ground in the sight of all who were watching. All the nations who knew you are appalled at you, you have come to a horrible end and will be no more. The word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, set your face against Sidon, prophesy against her. And say, this is what the sovereign Lord says, I am against you, Sidon, and among you I will display my glory. You will know that I am the Lord, when I inflict punishment on you and within you am proved to be holy. I will send a plague upon you and make blood flow in your streets. The slain will fall within you, with the sword against you on every side. Then you will know that I am the Lord. No longer will the people of Israel have malicious neighbors who are painful briars and sharp thorns. Then they will know that I am the sovereign Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says, when I gather the people of Israel from the nations where they have been scattered, I will be proved holy through them in the sight of the nations. Then they will live in their own land, which I gave to my servant Jacob. They will live there in safety and will build houses and plant vineyards, they will live in safety when I inflict punishment on all their neighbors who maligned them. Then they will know that I am the Lord their God. The Lord spoke against the king of Tyre because his power and wealth had made him proud, thinking he was like a god. There would come a time when the Lord would humble Tyre and its king. The nation would be defeated, and the king brought to a violent death. God had placed Tyre amid beauty comparable to Eden, and he blessed them. But instead of seeking God, they sought wealth, even by dishonest means. Their sins invited God's judgment and brought upon them a horrible end. Sidon was a companion city to Tyre. The sovereign Lord promised to judge them also, and in so doing to display his glory. Israel's neighbors were malicious and sinful, but in his judgment, the Lord would reveal himself as Israel's savior. The phrase, "Then they will know that I am the Lord," is repeated. God desires to reveal himself in this way. His glory would not remain hidden. God was about to gather his people and bring them to live in the land he called them to, in safety. He would reveal himself as holy in the sight of all nations. Prayer. Lord, you are revealing your glory in all things. Help me to know you and testify to your glory. One word. Know the Lord.